Hi guys, it's Drea. I wanted to come on here and make a video about a relationship dependency. You can call it codependency. You can call it relationship hopping or relationship jumpers or something like that. All of that, which is the same thing. First off, I want to tell you my story. So I got married early on in my 20s, and I just put my marriage on a pedestal. I'm talking about, I was like, oh, I'm married. Oh, I got me a man. Oh my God, we are legal, all of this stuff here. And I realized quickly that I myself became the back burner, and then my relationship with him became front. Like, it was always, make sure he was good, make sure all of the other stuff, make sure your house is taken care of. And I did not put myself first. There was no self-care, there was no, anything. Everything of me was my relationship. My relationship came to an end. We got a divorce. I think about a year after we had our first child, our child. And it was very hard for me. It was traumatic. It was like, oh my God, this is the end. Oh no. I was by myself, and I did not like being by myself because I was always with him. So when we got a divorce, I was, of course, older. And then I started hopping from relationships to relationships because it was not working out. Something happened, whatever excuse. And I would just jump from relationship to relationship. It wasn't like a lot. It was like maybe 2 or 3 relationships over a span of about 5 or 6 years. And I would just go from relationship, be single for like a couple months, and then just jump right in a relationship without changing anything. And I realized after that I had a problem with relationship dependency. I was dependent on my partner. Every relationship I got in after that, because I didn't fix it, was the same thing. I would push myself to the back burner and make sure that he was great, the kids was great, and I will always put myself last. When I finished a relationship, my last relationship, my ex, I realized that I was alone, and I was crying, and I'm like, why am I crying? Because I'm alone. And then I realized that I didn't want to be by myself. I wanted to be with someone else because I felt like being by myself was just the worst thing ever. So when I stopped getting into the mindset of doing something with somebody else and just doing it for myself. I started reading books. I started going to the park more. I started exercising more. Of course, my child always had everything. Both of my children have everything they need. It was just me, getting back to me and what I loved. I took time out, I journaled, I did everything, and still is. And I realized after I started doing the things that I love, started doing, picking up new hobbies, that it is okay to be single. While I was identifying what was wrong or what was going wrong with me, I said, well, I want to be in a relationship. I don't want to be alone, but why? So I had to look in within myself to realize, okay, what is going on with you? So when I realized that I wanted to fill this void of being in a relationship, I wanted to always, care for somebody else and not care for myself. It was just, in the back of my mind. I said, well, what's going on? What happened? The things that can lead to a codependent relationship, it would be like childhood trauma. it would be like a lack of self-love, a lack of self-worth, a lack of self-confidence. Family drama can also do that. Fostering happiness can also do that, because I fostered happiness a lot, and then I'm like, oh, he's doing this and all this stuff here, when it was the total opposite. It could be addiction. You can have addiction to anything. The three major ones is alcohol, drugs, and gambling, but it could be addicting of anything. Also, it would be like a lack of maturity. If you are not mature to be by yourself, then you probably have a problem with codependency. The other things that you can look out for codependency is if you are initiating the phone calls all the time, if you're wondering where your partner is all the time, you get high anxiety when you guys don't spend time together. You guys can be just sitting on the couch and just watching TV, and all of a sudden you're like, babe, you all right? Babe, you all right? Trying to make sure everything is great with that person because you don't want anything to go wrong. It could be like feeling like you have to carry the whole entire relationship on your shoulders, that they don't have to, do anything. It's all you. Feeling though you can't make it, you need that person, just like I stated in the beginning. Like, you need that person to be who you need to be. You don't need nobody to be who you need to be, okay? You are whole within yourself. You don't need anybody. You need to take some time and look within yourself to see what you like to do. Don't initiate all the phone calls. Let him or let her call sometimes. Well, it could be, you call that person call you. You don't need to initiate all the phone calls. You don't need to feel like, oh, I need to know. You need to find it within yourself to love yourself more. Spend that time with yourself. Those who are in a relationship currently and is dealing with, relationship dependency, it would be very important for you to slowly back away from that relationship and really get yourself together. It is okay to be single. It is okay to find your self-worth. It's going to be hard because you are taking time out for yourself. And when you take time out for yourself, you immediately identify things that hold you back, like lack of self-love, lack of self-worth, trauma, abuse, anything that happened in your past that has caused you to feel like you need to be dependent on someone else, 100% will come up when you are single, and you will realize it. And it's hard, absolutely. But at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you are 100% whole. So when you put your best foot forward and you go out and you, seek a partner, or let a partner seek you, you are 100% whole, and you can ask for them to be 100% whole because you are 100% whole, and you will want the 100% best from them, and you can give the 100% best from yourself. And it's like, it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling to know that you don't need to depend on anyone to be who you need to be. You can just be yourself, love yourself, and then the right partner will come along and will match that love that you have for yourself, and it will just ignite and explode. And I'm just so happy, and I'm just so excited for everybody that is on their self-love journey like myself, and that goes through things and identify things that can hinder them from having a very good relationship with themselves, their friends, their family, and most importantly, their partner, their future partner, and their children, 100%. So, so relationship dependency is something that you need to identify 100%, because that can hinder you on your self-love journey. I know that we can, say that we want to be on our self-love journey, but identifying things that can hinder us from, moving further down along that journey, identify it and then seek help. If you know that you identify with one of those, then definitely go seek help. If it's professional help or self-help books or just talking to a friend or something, just start and do something so you can know that it is not okay for you to be dependent on another person. Your happiness comes within. Everything you need is within yourself. It's not within someone else. It is in your body, it's in your soul, your spirit, whatever you want to call it. You are the only person. So when you look in the mirror, just know that you are the only person that is needed to make you happy. So I thank you very much for listening to my video and being here along with me on my self-love journey. So if you like more videos on the things that I have identified with myself and just ways on how to get out of it, talking to a friend, I started talking to my friend more about it, opening up about it, also seeing a therapist and different things like that. So yeah, like and subscribe. I thank you so much. Bye.